there guys, and welcome to this Astrology Connect video where I'll be running through our top 30 must reads for every counsellor trainee. Well, we're not expecting you to read all 30, but here are just some good suggestions of things you can be delving into on the side of your counselling training. So without further ado, let's start. So I've actually divided these books into foundational knowledge, specialisation in counselling techniques, personal development, and professional growth within the counselling field. So we'll run through the list of these themes now. First up, we have foundational knowledge. Now, these books are great, like I mentioned, if you've just started your counselling training and want to know a little bit more. So first up, we have Step into Study Counselling and Psychotherapy by Deborah A. Lee and Pete Sanders. Now, this is a comprehensive introduction to counselling and psychotherapy theories and encourages critical thinking and personal reflection. Now, it's updated to reflect the latest industry advancements, making it crucial for beginners. Then we have Learning to Counsel by Jan Sutton and William Stewart. Now, this offers a step-by-step approach to essential counselling skills and offers practical, engaging exercises, covering everything from building therapeutic relationships to ethical dilemmas, reflecting current practices. Now, at number 3, we have Basic Counselling Skills, a Helper's Manual by Richard Nelson Jones. Now, this is a foundational guide that mainly focuses on core counselling skills like active listening and empathy, and it uses practical examples to demonstrate skill application, also highlighting the importance of counsellor self-care. And finally, we have First Steps in Counselling, a Student's Companion for Introductory Courses by Pete Sanders. And this is a really easy to understand introduction to counselling, ideal for those new to the field and just beginning their introductory courses in counselling. Now, this wraps up our foundational text that we really recommend you take a read of before you embark on counselling courses or alongside your levels too. Now, this next section looks at books that look at specialisation in counselling techniques, so things like CBT or psychodynamic therapy. Now, first in this section, we have Cognitive Behavioural Counselling in Action, and this is a concise guide to CBT, and it offers practical insight into techniques and applications, ideal for those looking to implement CBT strategies effectively and getting to know a little bit more. At 7, we have Person-Centered Counselling in Action. Now, this, as you guessed it, is an essential read for understanding the person-centered approach, which is the approach that is foundational in a lot of courses from levels 2 to 4, particularly at CPCAB. And this book highlights the importance of empathy, genuineness, and unconditional positive regard, which, as you know, if you've begun any of our courses, are all key aspects of the person-centered approach. Then at number 8, we have Narrative Therapy in Practice, the Archaeology of Hope. And this is a really engaging overview of narrative therapy, presenting techniques for helping clients rewrite their lives, their life stories rather, in a more empowering way. And our final one in this section is Counselling Children, a Practical Introduction. Now, as the title suggests, this offers practical strategies for counselling children, addressing the unique challenges and opportunities in therapeutic work when working with young clients. Next up, we have our next section, which is Personal Development. And starting off this section, we have The Gift of Therapy by Irvin Yalom. Now, Irvin Yalom distills over 5 decades of psychotherapy wisdom into an essential lesson, or lessons rather, for therapists at any stage in their career. And this is a really enlightening book that encourages therapists to appreciate their roles in the clients' lives. It offers really insightful anecdotes and practical advice to enhance the therapeutic relationship. At number 11, we have Maybe You Should Talk to Someone by Laurie Gottlieb. And this is both a memoir and a revelation, offering an insider's perspective into the world of therapy. And through her own experiences as a therapist and as a client, Gottlieb unveils the human's condition's complexities, making a really compelling case for the transformative power of therapy. Then next we have Love's Executioner by Irvin Yalom, so another Irvin Yalom book. But this one presents 10 poignant and challenging therapy cases that reveal the depth of the therapeutic process and of the human capacity for change. Yalom combines his narrative skill and therapeutic insight to demonstrate how deeply therapy can explore and alter the human experience. At 13, we have On Becoming a Person by Carl Rogers, who is the founding father of the person centered approach. Now, this book offers a groundbreaking exploration of the person centered approach, emphasizing the importance of authenticity, listening, and unconditional positive regard, as we've mentioned earlier. Now, Rogers argues for a therapeutic environment that facilitates personal change by allowing individuals to explore and realize their true selves, so reach their actualizing tendency. And finally, at 14, we have The Making of a Therapist, which is a compelling book that looks at the trials and triumphs of developing as a therapist, blending research, personal narrative, and practical advice. Now, this book serves as a mentor, essentially, guiding readers through the initial uncertainty towards the rewards of therapeutic work. Now, it emphasizes the importance of empathy, self reflection, and continuous learning. So there we have it. Those were our first section of books of the 30 total we will be looking at in this YouTube series. So follow along for part two and make sure to like and subscribe if you want to be seeing more content like this.